Liverpool, man. This was an impressive win by Liverpool because I've got to give a shout out to how Crystal Palace played in this game because I thought that, this is a very, very good Crystal Palace team. And I think when you saw the issues they gave Liverpool in this game, it just shows you how dangerous this team really is. And I think that despite the issues that they were given, it really showed you that, maybe, possibly, this team has actually shown themselves to be able to come to difficult places and really try and actually come out and get that win. But I think, the player that really has shown for me, and I think I'm going to even talk more about him later on, is Naby Keita. He's good. I think this guy could really be the real deal. Like, when you just look at how many touches he had on the ball in the first half and how he was able to dictate things, receive the ball, give the ball, create, go back. And I think he's one of those guys where it's similar to Kante. But when I say similar to Kante, I feel that he's a better footballer than Kante. Because when you look at how the passes that he's given, the ones, how he's carrying the ball, his control, his ability on the ball where you're confident that, this guy is not going to over speed it, miss control. There is a very clear command whenever he has the ball, so he can have full 100% control of the ball moving at speed, which is a great thing to have, especially with a team like Liverpool, who like to break fast and really go on the counter-attack. So I just thought he had a really fantastic game. But I think, this was a very typical Premier League game, and I think for Liverpool, this could have been a game which could have really gotten away from them and they could have really lost this game, because I think Klopp's tactics played into Crystal Palace's tactics and the players that they have. Because when you look at guys like Zaha and Wan Bissaka, I got the red card, but I was very impressed with him. So I just think that Zaha, Townsend, Bissaka and Schlupp, the way in which they play, where they are speedy, but especially for Zaha, because for me, so the commentator said Zaha is a speed merchant. He actually used the word speed merchant, and I think we all know on Twitter, anybody called and anything merchants, that's great. But Zaha is a very good football player, as in he's a really good dribbler, and if you're not on it, he can twist and turn you, but he can use his speed to get away from you. But I think he's the kind of guy where left foot to right foot, he can twist and get your face off. And as you all know, for me, I'm a big fan of dribblers, but I thought that Zaha caused Liverpool issues. But I felt that between Gomez and Van Dijk, they dealt with him very, very, very well. And I think that with how quick and how fast the game was, I was impressed with Van Dijk and Gomez's reading of the game and how they were able to snuff out trouble from the game. I'm going to talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold, man. I'll talk about that dude. So, but I thought, Salah. Look, I'm still saying Salah gets 15 Gs max. And I thought, in this game, you saw how good he is, because Salah should come out and say, I should have gotten at least a hat-trick in the game. I mean, he had clear opportunities. The Bissaka red card, opportunities where he could have, the one that I think I was blocked, and where he had the volley which was going towards goal but was blocked by Palace. Could have had many more games. So I'm still going to keep on my one season wonder thing, but I am still, even if he didn't get a goal here, I'm very impressed with what Salah is doing. With regards to, you're still seeing the technical quality, you're still seeing the intelligence, and you're still seeing the ability to pick his moments. He's not a guy that's going to overrun. He perfectly reads the game and knows when to really execute, when to really come and affect the game. So he's going to be a danger man for Liverpool. Looking at Benteke, man, because I think Devil, my man from Football Vantage, I think he definitely made an interesting point about Benteke. There's a very good striker in Benteke. There's a really good striker there. The guy that scored, I think, for Liverpool, that crazy goal for Liverpool, the overhead kick, there's a quality striker here, and he really should be in the Belgian team. But so this is where I'm going to look at Roy Hodgson, because Hodgson, you have to be a coach and a manager and say to Benteke, you have to be a frontman. We have so much quality around you. With what Townsend can do as a winger crossing, with what Zaha can do as an attacking weapon, what Schlupp does on the other wing, your movement has to be better. Your ball control has to be better. Your link play has to be better. Your positioning has to be better. And you have to be able to get in spaces and positions that allow Townsend and Schlupp and Zaha to produce and provide for you. So I just think that, Crystal Palace... See, when I look at this Palace team, these guys should definitely be in the top 8. There's too much quality in this team for them not to at least be in the top, because you've got a very good efficient central defender in Saka as well, so, and you've got a decent left back in Van Aanholt as well. So there is definitely quality in this team, but I think the big thing is Benteke, because that's your front man. That's the guy that defines your attack, and he really isn't on points for those dudes. I thought Milner and Wijnaldum, again, they were good as well. See, with Wijnaldum, I don't think is a player who can control the midfield. If left to his own devices, I don't think Liverpool can rely on him to be like, okay, you're a central midfielder, which we can look into. I don't think he protects the ball as well, and I don't think he has the ability to be able to really be a guy who can command the game. But he's definitely a guy who can be used as a guy to complement. For me, I think Keita's out there, and I think, Keita is the controller, the midfielder who really gets things working, and I think Wijnaldum and Milner should be the guys that really help to complement him. Wijnaldum in the attacking sense, Milner in the midfield defensive sense. And I think if they get that balance right, I think Liverpool have a very nice midfield. So maybe, because I think Keita has to start. I think he is the clear starter. So I think Klopp has to decide whether you put in Henderson for Wijnaldum or you put Henderson in for Milner. It probably will be Henderson in for Wijnaldum. But the thing with Henderson is that, does Henderson give you the kind of attacking qualities that Wijnaldum would give you? I don't really know. I thought Robertson did well. I think for Beck as well, he had a few nice saves. Let's be real. Becker had a few nice saves. So I think overall, I think for Liverpool, it's because I went for 2-2, and you could see how Palace they had opportunities, they had counterattacks, they had breakaways. But I think maybe Liverpool have matured, whereas last season I think they draw this game or even they even lose this game, especially away from home. But I think that is why they spend so much money on Van Dijk, because Gomez did well, but you need the defender who leads things. Van Dijk is the leader of that defense, and he's the guy that really commands things. He's the guy that backs out orders, and he's doing the job very, very well. Look, man, Mane, what can I say about this dude? I think for me, Mane was one of the best players on the pitch, and I think, you see, I keep on saying this. Mo Salah is Liverpool's goal scorer. Liverpool's best player is Sadio Mane. And if Liverpool are going to win matches, are going to make things happen, it's going to come through Sadio Mane, because Sadio Mane is the guy that will come deep, just outside of the 18-yard area, and can make that space, can make that half yard, can beat that player, can make that critical pass. That's not really what Salah's game is. Salah's game is at that last third. But I think for Mane, he is so crucial and he's so important to this Liverpool team, because he's the guy that really turns attacks into opportunities and chances. And you saw again in this game how he was able to drift back, drift left, and it's very unwieldy because you can't mark him. You can't mark him because he's so good at being able to find those spaces. So breaking down bricks of the game and that dude, for me, that dude, I have to give it to Naby Keita. I think Naby Keita has shown again that this guy is going to be one of the... I think he's shown that he could be one of the players of the season. I mean, this guy, how easily... That's the thing that surprised me, is how easily he's fitted into this Liverpool team. I thought that, Crystal Palace had issues covering him, tracking him, and really tracking his movements, because this guy was able to get the interceptions, able to carry the ball, but it's just how adept he's at carrying the ball. And again, I told you, central midfielder is a hugely important role. And in Wijnaldum, Milner, and Henderson, I don't see an all-round quality central midfielder in those three players. Naby Keita, I see a quality central midfielder. I see a guy who can win the ball, who can run, who can pass, who can create, who can dribble, who can drift past players, who can create opportunities, who can link play, who understands the footballing sense of let's try and create an attack and work with Mane, work with Salah, work with Firmino, but also knows how to actually keep the midfield and keep the ball rolling with good, incisive, clever passes. So for me, Keita was that dude. Break of the game, you see, because normally you'd give it to someone from Palace. I don't think anybody in Palace played badly. And I want to give a shout out to Wan-Bissaka, because for me, if that dude didn't go to Keita, I'd have given it to Wan-Bissaka. I thought he had a very good game. And the red card he got, that's the kind of red card that I want my player to get, because he should have taken that, because he had to take one for the team. Because remember, if he doesn't do that, Salah scores. He took the red card, took one for the team, and he gave them the chance because Salah didn't score that free kick. So I thought he had a very, very good game, Wan-Bissaka. But my break of the game is Trent Alexander-Arnold. This guy has to work on his crossing. His crossing is atrocious. And he needs to learn to either improve your crossing or just play the simpler pass. Or, because when you're crossing from deep, that's a much more difficult cross to make. Get to the byline. Get to the byline and then move the ball across. Try and beat him on, or try and play a 1-2 off of Salah or Firmino to try and create space for you in the byline to then put the ball across. But every time he tried to cross from deep, it went way off. And again, you're wasting so many good opportunities and setups for your team. So yeah, he was my break of the game. So guys, that's it from your boy Double H. 3 points from Liverpool. They keep up the pressure and keep up the pace with everyone in the league. 6 points. And I think that's the thing for Liverpool, man. The question is, this is the team I feel that are closest to Man City. They have to win these kinds of games, and more of these games are going to come, especially away from home. If they can keep on doing this, then this team, I think, can do some special things this season. All right, peace. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half of Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.